Welcome to the Cabaret of Math. Ladies and gentlemen, something happened today that inspired me to write this poem. I met this sister today. The credentials, impeccable. You understand? Masters, almost about to get the doctorate. Right there, paperwork. Work for the government. Good job. Dark skin. Oh, man. It goes all the way, dog. Smart, everything. You can tell, not just talking. Smart. You can tell. Well, I told her, I ran into this black girl who said God ain't perfect, which shocked me, people. And I ran into a white girl that said it. Well, that didn't shock me. But anyway, she said, well, we know God's perfect. I said, I know that's right, sister. And she dapped me. Yes, she did. Okay? Now, listen, people. I said, God is perfect. Well, I gave her 5 scriptures that say the world ain't moving. She told me the world's moving. I said, but God's perfect. She said, yeah, but the world is moving. Well, maybe he just didn't want to. No, sis. I said, you say God's perfect. He is. I said, well, then how the world moving if he said it ain't moving? Because that means he lying. Well, that's your opinion. I said, no. I don't think God's lying. I'm saying somebody got to be lying, though. People, bear with me. This is a very true story, man. We got to get past this, man. In 10 months, man, I've asked over 700 women one question. I promise. Who is the most difficult to work with? And overwhelmingly, the black woman was first. By the majority of black women. And some white women, and so-called affluent white males. Everybody said it, but approximately 98% of black males said they just accept to maintain peace from all the other 3, white, black women, and the white males. Unquote. I promise I asked them all, people, and the number one cause, you hear me? The number one cause of black man's death is stress, not violence. Now, this particular poem was written to make a point about us as so-called African-American black citizens, people. We just accept whatever narrative they give us. And when we so-called excel, it has to be noticed and bragged upon because they're few and far in between, people. When you're used to winning, it don't excite you like that. The truth is real, people. We want the white race to recognize our race and accept us in their race. People, they won't, they ain't, and they can't. Because we are a dual dysfunctional unit. One thinks they in, and the other one knows they will never be allowed in. So these two disopinion to whatever level you can imagine in one way or another. The real villain capitalizes on all this by encompassing the black man, so-called black man's, and so-called black women's over thems to diminish their home. For 12 ecclesiastics, no biblical, mathematical, 2 are better than 1, people. And the ones who succumb to that thought dumb will become 2 different entities, and the devil knows it. But the women don't know this. Well, some black women don't know this, and then they feel that you are more entitled, people. Baby, really what the racist devil just gave you is the title of loyal traitor. Loyalty is your divine trait. It's not a diss, people. So he uses your loyal divine trait to a job. And then that creates income, and you should go get it, baby. Yes, you should. But it also puts a print of thumb on your black meat by turning civil child support to criminal and then adding a consumer report to miscredit me and you. So you can't and I can't receive decent to above water employment. You gotta add with the poet. This is not opinion. It is deployment to prison. Now, some are self-warranted, I admit it. But most people are systematically done to end the black family. Check the digits. This is not a verbal silhouette, Malcolm X. This is real life spit from the poet, but the N-word won't ever have nepotism as long as the other N-word exists. You know, the Nazis and the so-called African-American black Negro, man and woman. You're not wanted. You're not wanted. You're not wanted. How many times you gotta say it, folks? But we keep agreeing with white assets. They will never help or respect us because we don't help or respect us. Hey, black folks, COVID-19, no more Chinese food. And then they will leave the hood. And then we can eat black good, but the African-American, wide asleep, woken black Negro will travel to the white folks' home to eat a food that the God that you praise said you ain't supposed to eat, 129 Genesis, and then come back to the ghetto and brag on the ungodly food you eat. Then go to church and praise O-W-H-I-T-E, Jesus. And then scream, blacks don't have nothing, because they don't stick together. Is that a hypocrisy? 23:3 Matthew, observe people, don't let them tell you what to do, because they don't practice what they do. People, ain't nothing changed, I promise. Absolutely nothing. They were rich, educated, free, southern and northern blacks since the 1600s. They enslaved these natives, called them African, blended them with the name American, called them nigger, Negro, which means dark color, folks. But if you maintained, stayed out the way, got in where you fit in and stayed out the fire, then you were not enslaved. But if you broke a law, then they made you enslaved, same as today's. You know what I'm saying? Crack gets life for enslavement. Child support payment will get you enslavement for not paying it. Double punishment for a crime will get you longer and longer enslavement. Misrepresentation will get you enslavement. Or freedom contingent, probation. People, the 1994 crime bill under Clinton is the 1790 crime bill under George Washington. Then the 1865 crime bill under old dead A.B. and racist Reconstruction Andrew Johnson. Then the Marijuana Act in the early 1900s. If a black man smoked weed, he would R.A.P.E. white chicks. That was the crack law back then, people. You gotta read these. This constitutional print. You gotta go read it. But if a white professor came in here right now and said the poet is lying, you'll believe that lying devil bastard. 1 Peter 5:8, and then beg him because of the poet's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? But when you go check it yourself, you'll realize that this black poet know divine truth when they hear it and read it. And he'll never purposely hurt you, baby. But the so-called African-American, black, Negro, still sleep woke people who dog that cracker behind his tobacco and then kneel before him to discredit the N-word who gave the fact word. Not inverted or backward word. That's why we're stagnant, because we got these African-American Negro, they ain't magnets. They don't stick to us, people. These people want you to call yourself to something that don't exist by definition. All you gotta do is go read it. Then you know they're full of shit. Add with the poetry. Yo, man. Black people, we can't make it, man, because the only way we think we made it is white making it. And they don't respect us. That's what it is. We ain't never gonna get it equal. Never. Because it can't be equal. Something about this melanin, people. It's something about this melanin, I'm telling you. Peace, Creationbey.